Hello everyone, thanks for joining me today on Tamper with the Plan. In this video we are setting up my last planner, yay, for 2025. It is going to be this gorgeous planner with the pages from these two planners. So this is my Catchall planner. Right now in my Catchall planner, I will show you, it is also the Shibori Catchall planner. And I had punched the coil pages and dividers to make them work in my disc planner. So that's what I have right now in the big size. I really love the Shibori. It's, I don't know, it's up there with my favorites. I would say maybe top 5. And this cover is so beautiful with the copper specks in here. And then the discs have copper glitter in them as well. So how pretty is that? Now the guts of this planner, I'm using right now for my sons. My sons just started using them for December. They have tried out a couple of planners this year. Started with the regular vertical, moved to a dashboard, and then wanted to go back to the vertical, but when they did go back, they missed the lines of the dashboard. So now they're using the hourly because although Happy Planner does have a line to vertical in the classic size, the lines are so small for them that they are using this one instead as a lined vertical. So that's what they are using, and that's why I have this planner. But the great thing about it is now I have these gorgeous dividers because they reuse their same cover and dividers every year. The cover is The Hobbit, something that I got off of eBay, and then the dividers are just some of the really plain ones that Happy Planner has had in the past with like black and silver geometric shapes, some sayings and such. So that's what they use right now. But for me today, what I have to do is, because I'm keeping this cover and this planner also, which is really nice about it, it's an 18-month planner, and these are actually still for sale on the Happy Planner website. If you'd like this style, you can still get it. Last I checked, which was today. This is Saturday night, the 30th of November. So you can check and see if it's there. This is an 18-month, so it has all of December. It does have all of December. It also has all of 2025 in this planner. So because I'm only keeping the dividers and not the guts, but my kids have all of 2025 from this planner still, and this planner was under $10 because of all the sales that are going on. So it was a really great deal. I'm gonna grab this off because I don't need it. And I will be keeping this front page here with the calendars and all of the perpetual calendar and even this July thing. So what I'm gonna do first is just pull off the pages that I don't need, which is a lot right now. So let's get to that. And we're gonna pull all the way to January, and then actually we will pull after January as well, but we will get to that in a moment. November and December. I will put these pages on these black discs for my son, whoever's single planner this is, because we have 3 of them, but this is the one that I'm using. And so I'm just going to stack the pages right behind those months that I already took out. But I'm going to keep February's divider, take out February month, keep March's divider, take out March's month. Okay, so now I have January, February, March for the dividers of this Catchall. And that is all I need in here right now. But actually I could keep more because, I could keep up to 6 months in here just because I have room on the discs. There's only going to be 2 planners in here. So I might do that. So let's go to June with these covers, or with these dividers. Okay, so we have 6 now. January, February, March, April. Alright, so the rest of these months are just going to come out for now. And again, I usually keep 3 months in my planner at a time. But in this case, I'm just keeping 6 months because I'm going to have room on these discs. So all the other months have to come out with the dividers. Right now we only have the dividers in here. Let's flip back and take this off. Super pretty. All right, so now we'll get the pages in for that part of the planner. And this is gonna be my Catchall decorating planner. This is when I decorate. It's, I guess you could kind of say, it's not really a journal planner, but it's like a keep track of your life planner, if that makes sense. Maybe it doesn't. But it just gives me a place to keep track of things that happen. It's not a practical planner though. I mean, it does have practical things in it, but it's not one of my practical planners. It has things like visits and stuff that come up. So I'm gonna grab January from here, and I'm only doing that because I actually cover all this up anyway, so it doesn't really matter what month I grab, but just for my, when I come back in here to look, I know I go to not January anymore. So, I'm actually gonna take out until June because that's what I have. So there's January out, February. Leaving the dividers in here because I don't need them. March. April. May. That's actually a fun divider. I didn't know that one was in there. June. I'm gonna grab this divider too because I kind of like it. It's pretty, right? Look at that. I don't like most of these dividers. They're like just too abstract for me. But that one was pretty. Even though this one's pretty, I still, like, it's not me. All right, so I have January to June out of this planner. So what I'm gonna do now is just move the cover around and put it to, I'm just taking the cover off for a moment. Gonna flip over here to July. Flip this behind, put the front cover back on, that way when I come back in here for my extra pages, I'm to July. So I'm going to move the back cover to the back. And then also by taking these extra little flaps off, it helps me realize that this is the one I'm using. So I have 2 of these in case I need extra pages. But I do actually have an idea for that, so we'll talk about that soon. Okay, so when I need July, I just come in here and grab it. That's gonna go to the side. And let's come back over here. Let's see something here. I do like this June divider, but I don't like the May divider. I think I've said this before. It's actually pretty, right? What does it say? Beautiful, then tick? No. Bow, then tick. Be authentic. Oh my goodness. I can't even read that. Be authentic. Okay. It's a fine enough thing to say, but I think I like this divider better, even though it doesn't really go with the set. So before I do that, I will check the other Shibori dividers. So let me set this aside though, because it's going to go in my possible divider book, which I'm accumulating. I'm sure there's another one of these that it's not time to use that I would want to use. September. I like the September one. Is that where I need the tab? I flipped it over. Which one do I not like? I'm not crazy about March. So May, I'm going to use this one, and I will just cut this off so it still says May. Okay, so we'll do that in a second. Okay, so let's pop in the pages from January. Okay, so here's January, and it's going to go behind the January divider. And the other thing I'm gonna do right now is grab that extra page that I usually grab for the monthly, every month, out of these spare months that I didn't use. Because they're from 2024, now about to be 2025. Oh wait, I can't do that. Okay, so I got this set up so that this is July of 2024, which has already passed, but it's the one that I'm using. So I'm going to flip to July 2023 and just take that extra page that I need and have it in there. And that way I don't have to come every month and grab it. And the one I grab is just this page that's the same on both sides. And I'm going to do that for all 6 months that I have in here. And that will actually take up this entire planner. So I won't have one for the when I'm done with these 6 months that are going to be in this new planner. Does that make sense? I only have 6 months of these to grab the center piece of. So if I need more, I'm gonna have to come in and just grab one of these other pages. Probably this one. I don't grab it right now because of this don't forget, but if I need a second one for the month, sometimes that happens if it's a long month, then I will come and grab it. But for right now, I'm just grabbing one of these complete daily task sheets that's the same and neutral on both sides. So I'm grabbing one from the 6 months of 2023 in this 18-month planner. And then the pages I will be using are 2024. So the 2023 were extra months that I will not be using, but I'm grabbing extra pages from. Okay, that goes back aside again. Now this will be funny because it will say, you know, January and then July. But I'll pop this in after the January one. I white that out every week anyway. I don't think there's been a single week where I have not erased this month. So I just put in the month again. Right now with the sticker, I have written it in before, and that's what I do. Okay, so February, we need the whole month, and this is the whole month of February 2024, so it will have to be redated, but this divider is 2025. So that's good. And then I'm going to take my extra page from the 18-month planner, have the 6 extra months. Okay, and now March, pop in. Taking my extra page for March. April, pop in. Now the monthly layout is easier to date because you don't actually have to white out the numbers that are already there because there's no numbers. So I just add my days anyway. But the only thing I do have to white out is the month, usually because it's in the way, and then I usually white out daily tasks also in the way. Okay, so for May, I decided to change to this prettier divider. And I really like this sparkle in this tab, but obviously May is not September. So I'm gonna have to cut off the tab. I've tried other ways to keep the tab and it ends up looking pretty awful. So this is the best way that I found to date to do that. That was definitely not a straight cut, but we'll try a little bit again. Okay, and then I'm going to tape run that on. So I have been just tape running the tabs in most cases, but for this one, I want the whole divider just to be changed. And I don't care if I ever see this one again. So I'm using a lot more. I probably used too much. That might have been too much, but that's okay. So before I press it down, I'm going to really line it up, I hope. Okay, not not bad alignment. Pretty good. All right, so let's get May in. And here's the month of May. Look at this June, I love it. You're gonna recognize some of these dividers from my Hanukkah planner if you watched that video, because I did grab the same dividers, some of the same dividers for that. Okay, the month of June. Oh, and I didn't have one more page, did I? Did I forget one? Let me check my planner. I thought I would have one more, so maybe I just didn't grab it. I need December. I don't need December. So I'm going to scoot all of 2024 aside because that's what I'm using, an outdated 2024. Here's the beginning of my planner. And I'm just going to make sure I didn't leave an extra page in. If I didn't grab, if I don't have an extra, I'm just going to have to grab another page. Which will probably be this one. So do I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I only have 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, I have 6. Oops, so I skipped. It looks like September. September still has this extra page. Okay, so I'm going to stick that in. Okay, so real quickly I'm going to go over what I did. You can see it has definitely some width now, but has plenty of space still in these discs. But I grabbed the 6 dividers, 6 month worth of dividers, and the beginning pages of this planner, which is the Shibori. I kept the cover, kept the discs, kept the name page, kept the dividers. Then I took this 18-month planner, which is 2023 to 2024. I grabbed the 2024 months, starting in January. And then I went back and grabbed one extra page from the 6 2023 months so that I can have an extra page in here. And the reason is, for the monthly layout, this is the monthly dashboard, which I love. Gives you so much room to plan. For the monthly layout, most people will use, this is 1 week, or this is kind of how it's set up, but there is variety, of course. 1 week, 2 weeks, and usually this middle page is gone. So it'll be 3 weeks, 4 weeks, and then some note pages. What I do instead is I use this as 1 week, a 2-page spread, 2 weeks, this is why I need the extra page, 3 weeks, and 4 weeks for the month. And I make it into a quad calendar. I'll show you that real quickly. So I'm doing it in my big right now, and I'm really loving it, and I will continue to do it. So just make it into a quad. So it's Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And so I need that extra page. But that's what I do right now. So I'm going to continue to do that because I really like how that is working out. And so that is my catch-all planner part of the planner. So now we are going to do this really beautiful student planner. You are made of stardust and wishes and magical things. I've shown this in previous videos that I'm going to be using this as my pre-planner. And this planner came as like this really beautiful kit. It was a box kit, and I kept it in the box forever, and I finally took it out of the box for storage, and so now I have it. These 2 are extra dividers, so I'm going to set these aside. Actually, there are 3 extra dividers that I may change out, so we're going to see about that. But let me get the covers on first to my 2-in-1 transformer planner. And I do the transformer planners wrong, but I like the way that I do it for me right now. And I did say we'll talk about that in another video, so I will talk about that in a future video. But right now, let's just get these set up. Okay, so this is a student planner that starts in August, so I'm just gonna kind of push away to January, flip these behind. But actually first, before I do that, let me grab these pages out. These hello pages with all the perpetual calendar. I always like those in front, even though I don't really do anything with them yet. I'm planning to this year, so I hope I do. We'll see how that goes. Alright, so now I'm taking all of January out, which is this beautiful greenish blue color. That's funny, this first page is actually a lighter blue. Did you guys, is it doing like an ombre thing? It might be. I thought every week was exactly the same, but these are slightly different colors. Or maybe they're not. It could be the lighting. It could be me. That first one was different though. Okay, so I'm going to grab out January. I'm going to grab out February. March. And I think I'm going to go the full 6 months again. April. May. Ooh, look at that. That's so beautiful. I'm going to have to reuse that later, right? There's no way. Okay. Let me set those aside right now and get these popped on. So, January on. February. March. April. May. And June. Okay, so now I have a whole year, but with 2 extra covers on here. But it actually feels fine. So what I want to do is go through the dividers, because there's a couple that I don't really love. Like February I don't love, but I don't care enough to change it. March, I mean, it just leave a trail of magic wherever you go. I just think it's so plain. So I wanted to pop this in. I just think it's more magical. I don't know. So I'm going to pop this one in, and I am going to I'll just tab it like I've been doing, which is taping these tabs together. That's going to give me the look that I want without completely having to cut anything. Okay, so for April, well, you gotta leave April, right? May is fine, and June, of course, is gorgeous. All right, so these are still extra dividers that I will put in my divider set. I have just a bunch of dividers on discs from the setup process, and I will put those in there together. But this is ready then. So pretty. Okay, so now it's pretty thick, but it looks so good. So let's see how this cover looks with it. I mean, it's copper in here, but the gold like really makes it have a gold tone, so I think it's gorgeous. And it's sparkly, like stardust. Okay, so I'm going to put this Seek Magic Every Day just in the front, because I'm not ready to use this. But for this part of the planner, this is the PrePlanner. I think I have an example. Well, I can just show you my PrePlanner now. But let me open it up. Oh, I love this color. I'm so excited to see color. I updated my planners or set them up for the week this week, and so I had to add all the color. I did that earlier this evening, and I'll show you what it ended up like. Not the best. I can understand why I don't decorate planners, or I don't design planners. But anyway, it has a splash of color because it normally looks like this. And do I have one that I didn't decorate? I think I decorated all of these since I got them. This is my newer planner. Yeah. So anyway, this is what it looks like. I have to put some color in there every week. Some weeks I like it a lot. You know, like this one was really cute. But some weeks it's just like, okay, well at least it has color. But now, whew, a lot smaller. But it has color. And the big one actually only has 6 sections, and this one has 7 for the student layout. But oh my god, it's the color. I'm so happy. Now this is January 2020. So this start day on Wednesday, these days are going to be, the numbers are going to be lined up in the right day for 2025. It's the same for January and February only. Now, if you want to know, I was told by a viewer that March through the rest of the year lines up with 2026. So if you have a 2020 planner, you might want to wait till 2026 because you're going to get more lined up dates, March to December. So that's 10 months of lined up dates if you want to wait till 2026. So that is an option if you have some 2020 planners. But for me, the reason I'm still using this, even though I'm going to have to redate the monthly on March, where Sunday's going to scoot up one, I'm keeping it because I won't have to redate numbers. And the numbers are just like such a big part of the planner. I just think it's really pretty. So I won't have to change any of the numbers. I just have to change Monday, Tuesday. I would have to do that anyway, no matter what planner I had, because I am a Sunday start planner. I haven't even seen a Sunday start planner. I don't even know if they make them. If they do, it's really hard to find. I have these in my stash anyway, so budget-wise, I'm not getting any other planners than what I have, which I happen to have a lot. That's beside the point. So this is going to be my pre-planner. I set it up with categories here, and then I just write what I need to do for the week. And I love the color. I can still pop it up with like some florals or something over here on the sides to just give it a little more because it's fun. But if I go a week where I don't want to do that, or I just get distracted and I don't have time to do it, at least I won't be filling out this. Like, think if I didn't have time to decorate, like this would be my week. This is like so dreary. So I'm super excited about this. All right, so I have these extra pages. I'm gonna have to get a cover to pop onto here. And then when I need it, actually I might add them to, yeah. I'll just add them onto here because this is my other planner that when I come to July, I'll be coming to grab the month out. Not the divider, but the month. So let's pop things onto here so I know they're in here. I'll put them in the front so they're easy to see that I have it in here and I don't lose my mind looking for it. Okay, that's ready. I'm gonna pop this August. I'm gonna pop a couple of these in here because I can already tell. Well, you know what I'll do? This is how it goes when you're trying to plan. This August You Were Born to Shine, I do think it's kind of ugly. It's just plain, right? It's just so plain, but I love this one. So I'm just gonna pop this in for August. And I'm actually gonna tape run it together because I want that one to be the one that I use when I get to August. Okay, let me check December because I have December out too. Yeah, this is just really boring for December, but I like this one It doesn't go as well with the planner, but by adding it to the tab here, I don't ruin either divider. Okay. So now I will look for this. I'm going to turn the cover around as well. It just helps me remember that it's an altered planner. And these dividers I will grab out for my divider discs. Oh, can't do that. 2 at a time, I guess. Any more? No. So, that gives me a little more room here. I actually kind of like this divider. It's because like that brown chocolate. That's insane. That's pretty. Okay. Focus, focus, focus. I am going to keep all of these pages in the same bin so I don't lose them. But if it's like out on my desk for a while, I want to make sure I know that this is an altered planner that I have pages in. Okay. Well, that is basically it for this video. All we did was, this one was super easy, straightforward, just putting them on these really pretty discs with the copper speckles there. If you can see that. And it's just this unicorn student planner. Gorgeous, gorgeous planner. And I think I did one of these dividers March, yeah. I know, it doesn't really go with the planner anymore, but every now and then they have an odd divider anyway that doesn't go, so I don't feel bad about it. And this one's not my favorite. I love the tab, but it's just kind of boring. But the color in here for my pre-planner is going to be so beautiful, and it's going to be so fun to write in. Look at that. I love it. Gorgeous, gorgeous. So that's the pre-planner side, and then this is my decorative catch-all side, which has basically the highlights of everything of the day, and then some things that may not be anywhere else, like surprise visits or last-minute trips to last-minute outings, things like that. That will be in here. And what I did for this one is I took a Shibori 18-month planner from 2024 to 2025. It goes through December 2025. I'm using the guts for my sons. And by the way, this is still available on the Happy Planner website. I am not an affiliate. I'm just telling you, if you like this planner, you really get a lot of bang for your buck to have 18 months in this planner. And you have all of 2025. But it comes with the hourly layout. So you'd have to like an hourly layout. They also have another one that's a vertical layout. Different cover. I have that in one of my other videos. So it's totally worth it to grab them. 18 months, totally worth it. Plus these dividers are gorgeous. Okay, so I kept the cover, kept the discs. This is the name page. And then I took the dividers and I popped in the guts of this planner, which is an 18-month 2023 to 2024 very neutral monthly layout planner. They didn't come out with the neutral monthly layouts this time. So this is what it looks like. Or actually, I think they did in the spring of 2024. But the rest of them now have like some color. I grabbed one extra page because I like to do a 2-week monthly or a 2-week spread instead of a 1-week spread. So this is the extra page. That's why it says July. I grabbed this from the first 6 months of 2023. This January is 2024, but this side is 2025. So that's confusing, but I'm just going to redate it anyway for the monthly. And then here, because it's a monthly layout, there's no dates anyway. So I have 6 months of that in here, and I did 6 months instead of 3 months because I only have 2 planners on here. But every month has 1 extra page. Every month is the 2025 divider with the plain 2024 guts. For FrankenPlanning, these neutral planners are really like top notch because you see they all have the dots in the middle. They all do. Well, not all, maybe. I'm sure there's some exceptions, but all the ones I've seen. So it looks seamless, even if the dates don't line up in this one. But it looks like it could just match. So that's nice if you have a neutral planner, but only for me if I'm planning to decorate it. And so I changed out this made divider, and the rest of the dividers I kept original. Okay, so monthly layout guts, hourly layout dividers, Shibori planner, and 2019-2020 student planner. And this is my Catchall PrePlanner planner. 6 months each, just because I had the room on these discs. Okay, that was a lot of work to get there, but we got there, and that is it. Let's grab these planners that we took from. Now, all of these pages are for my son's planner, so I'm gonna have to pop those on somewhere. And I have the black discs out for that, but I'm gonna do that off camera because what's the fun of that? Okay, so this is the last video of my setups for my 2025 planners. Now I do have some tweaking where I've just changed out a couple covers and things like that. That video is going to be much shorter than any of these other videos. It's just going through and making things like more of what I want. But for now, here we have it, my 2-in-1 Catchall planner, PrePlanner from these 2 planners, actually these 3 planners, to make 1 planner. FrankenPlanning at its best, transformer planning in my own way, the wrong way, and it's done, and I'm super excited. I know this month is gonna go fast, and then I'm really hoping to get this all dated in time for January, so that will be another video. I'll just do that on camera because it's fun to have company when you're redating your planner, and then we'll see how they're gonna work for me in 2025. Okay, that's it for this video. Thanks so much for joining me today on Tamper with a Plan. I will see you next time. Bye, guys.